Hi everyone, it's Robyn. I have a 12 by 12 layout that I'm going to actually put together with you here on video. It's not something I've done very often. Matter of fact, I can't think of a time. If I have done it, it's been a couple years. So let me go ahead and get my sign away. Now I'm going to be using the scrap and easel. I haven't talked about this in a couple of years, but a couple of weeks ago I was contacted by Mario, who owns Continue Crafts and who is the inventor of the scrap and easel, and she asked if she could send me an updated or revised or corrected or fixed, however you want to say it, scrap and easel, and see if I would do a demo on it and see if I like it, and just kind of share really my feelings on it. So I was happy to do that, and the mats, I'm happy to say when we get to that, actually fit. So I was thrilled about that, because I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago that seemed to be an issue with quite a few of them, that the mats were a little larger than the pockets would accommodate for and caused warping. So anyway, I'm happy to report that if you get an updated one, has been alleviated. So what I'm doing now is I'm just assembling the easel, and this is set for the 45-degree angle. And if you're unfamiliar with the scrap and easel, it was designed to help those that scrapbook, and I know they have one for cards too, for people who scrapbook and make cards that have back problems, so you're not leaning over your workspace. So this is, and it's unavoidable that this is going to have a glare, so I do apologize very, very much for that. Alright, so you can see here there's no bubbling, no warping like in the previous one. So I was really, really thrilled with that. And then it comes with 16 of the small magnets. These are super strong, and they did come in a bag with a warning. Of course, you know, common sense would tell you to keep these out of reach of small children and pets, because if they swallow them, they can assemble together, you know, magnetize together, and really, really cause some serious medical issues. So just use common sense with that if you have these. Then it also comes with this 12 by 12 ruler, which it always has. So let's go ahead and get started on the layout. I'm going to try and do this upside down, and the angle is angling down to me. So if it's a little wonky, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best. So if you are unfamiliar with the scrap and easel, it does have two little plastic pockets down there, so you can just slide your paper down in there, and I'm using 12 by 12. Let me make sure I have it upside down. I'm using a 12 by 12 textured cardstock in like a rose color, and I do believe that this is a basil or coordinations. And then on the interior piece, I've cut this to 12 3/4 inches squared, and this is from Sweet Nectar by King Company. We're just going to go ahead and start building on it. I cut this strip of pattern paper from the same collection at 2 3/4 inches by 11 3/4 inches, and I could either tuck it down in those little pockets down there, or I can go ahead and grab a couple of magnets and adhere that down, which I think I'll do. Okay, and then the next layer I cut, and I can't see all the way to the bottom because I'm working upside down, but when I go to adhere it all down, then I'll make a few adjustments, but just to give you an idea, and then we'll look at the finished layout together at the end. Okay, so then this, I cut this using my Gypsy. I just searched for hill or mountain on the existing cartridges that I had linked, and it came up with this, and all I did was I stretched it to 11 3/4 inches, and the height was about 2.88 inches. I don't know what cartridge that's from, so I do apologize about that. It seems like it was, well, you know what, I'm not going to guess because I'm not sure. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put one magnet there. And this looks a little warped right here because of the wet glue that I used to adhere the fencing. And if you're interested, the fencing just came from this Dynamics set, and I don't think it has a name. It's just a white picket fence. At least not on here, it doesn't have a name. But that's what that looks like, and I just ran that through my Big Shot. Okay, and then let's go ahead and add the picture. This is a picture of Elizabeth, And her mom is very gracious to allow me to make the scrapbook page and share this picture with you. But she had a birthday last month and she turned 6. And you can see here she's got a little princess dress, and this is her sister. She has a princess dress. And what they're doing is, for her birthday, they had a little special time at a spa to get their nails done. So that was fun. That was a first for them, and they had a good time. So this layout is going to be called Princess Elizabeth. So unless, of course, her mom changes it, which is fine. But that's what I'm, starting it off as. So this is a 4x6 photo with a mat that's about 1/8 inch border all the way around using a pink textured cardstock. And then I went ahead and cut out a journaling tag, and this is from a Sizzix die. I think it's Jumbo Scallop Tag, and it's one of the red old Sizzix dies. I just cut that out from the pattern paper and then stamped it using a Prima stamp for the journaling, and then this happy birthday came from a Stampin' Up! Set. I did some faux stitching with white gel pen all the way around, and then the little butterflies I'm going to use on the layout all came from a cut. I just searched for butterfly on my Gypsy, so I don't exactly know what cartridge it came from, but I did cut it at 1 inch. So I just adhered that on there to cover up the hole number 1, but also because I'm going to go ahead and tuck that behind the photo. I should have done this before because this is going to be a little crazy. Okay, yeah, tuck it behind the photo here, and then the butterfly will lay just like that to kind of help as one of the embellishments to draw your eye to the photo. Let me go ahead and add another magnet right down here. And the magnets are quite strong, and this is going through, this one here is going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of cardstock to get to the easel, so quite strong. And here is the princess banner that I made, and I'll show you how I cut this in just a second, what I used for the banner. I just cut this all from the pattern paper. Let me go ahead and grab some magnets. Get this. The magnets are sticking together on me. Okay, so let me put one right here and then one right here, and I'll show you. This was just a punch. The shape here, the pennant banner, fishtail banner, whatever you want to call it, came from a punch from Hobby Lobby. They had this 40% off last week, and this is what it looks like. It's a 2-inch banner punch. So just cut that using the pattern paper. So we have Princess, and the letters were cut from, I will have that linked down, or not linked, but I will list the cuts that I know that I can't think of right now. I will look them up, and because I use this font quite regularly, so I should know, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But I'll have that listed down in the info bar down below, as well as like I use this twine here as the string, and that came from Wild Orchid Crafts, just from this Divine Twine. This green, you get 10 yards or 10 meters of it, and it looks like that. Just a green with white, or white with green, I should say. And then I cut her name. I welded that using my Gypsy. I don't know what font, but that's okay, right? Just use any font you have if you want to make this layout. So I'm going to put that right down here, and I may make some minor adjustments later on because, like I said, I'm working upside down, and down toward the bottom here I can't see if things are lined up probably quite like you can. And to go right along with the princess theme, I have cut her out. This is from Once Upon a Princess. I cut her at 6 inches, and then, assemble this all together with the pattern paper. This is a Peachy Keen face, and then I added this little cute little bow, and that comes from this pack here. It's Fantasy Rose Pink Satin Bows from Wild Orchid Crafts. And then I added one of the little butterfly die cuts to her hand, added some stickles to that, and some pearls. These are 3mm self-adhesive pearls. And then she's going to go right over here somewhere, but I'll start her off right there. Let me grab a magnet here. Okay, and then to finish off some of the scenery, I made some, I made a sun, and I made a few clouds, and then some other little things we're going to just add to it. It won't take too long, and this was kind of a quick layout. The hardest part, and I won't say hard, but the longest part is just getting the die cuts and things made. So it was a lot of fun. I hadn't made a 12 by 12 layout in quite a while. So I'm going to put this one cloud about right here and then tuck one behind her, if I can get that in behind her hair. There. Then I'll just hold that, and then probably, let me see, let me scoot this one down, scoot this over a little bit. So that's one of the nice things about using the easel, is you can just scoot things. And it does, you know, elevate for you that, for those of you that may have back problems. Okay, made a sign, and this is one that would just like stick in the ground with the number 6, and that is for her 6th birthday. I ran this through a textured embossing folder, a wood grain, and I think that's going to get tucked maybe right here. I don't know. I might play with that a little bit, but for now this is where it's going. Got a couple more butterflies. Like right here, and let me see, where else do I want one? Maybe down here. Then I have a couple of flowers. I should have 3. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of flowers up here, and then one down here, and that will help to draw your eyes to the actual photo. And the flowers came from this mixed pack of summer blooms. They're 1 inch, and you can see you get tons of them. And then I don't have the item number for this, but this, I just used the little lilac colored self-adhesive pearls for the flower centers. So that is pretty much how the layout's going to look. Let me go ahead and get everything assembled, and then we'll look at it one last time together. So I will be right back. Alright, so here is the finished layout. Let me just go ahead and pick it up so you can see. All of the banner pieces are popped up on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I have adhered foam tape all around here to create a pocket for the journaling spot. And then the little princess, clouds. I went ahead and added a grass border punch just because I didn't like the way that the stake for the sign was just kind of in the air there. So that was Fisker's border punch. And then here is the rest of it. So as far as the easel, you are supposed to also have the option, well, you do have the option to set this in the upright position, but showing you this on camera is a whole other story. So basically what you do is, it's in the 45-degree angle now. Sorry about the glare. It's in a 45-degree angle now, and this was the way that I was working on it. And this is a terrible angle for you. Let me go ahead and scoot this around here. Okay, so this is the angle that I was working on it. And so if you flip it actually upside down, it will actually be an easel for you. And again, I know you can't see this. I can't move my camera to finagle it around for you, but hopefully you can kind of just imagine how this would set up. So I'm not sure the angle, maybe 90 degree, but I definitely know that this one is 45 degree for working. So sorry about the glare. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'd love it if you give a thumbs up for this cute little girl, and I really appreciate her mom letting me use up this picture of her to create this layout for you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.